Another thing that you may not know if you're just an attendee is that guests have something called the green room.
Oh boy.
And the green room is this magical place where if you're a guest or if you're staff, I think sometimes staff goes.
Staff is usually there.
There's just a bunch of food. Just all the time.
I feel like it's 50% food, 50% alcohol.
But the alcohol only comes in later at night.
Ooh, I don't know. One day I got there on Thursday and they already had a bathtub full of alcohol.
That's true.
And they were waiting for sandwiches.
It depends on the convention.
Depends on the convention. Like, you always gotta check the bathroom to see how full is the tub of alcohol.
Just
or
ice.
like, if you're asking for a soda and they're like, ooh, we don't have a lot of soda, it usually is because they're just adding soda to the alcohol. It's not meant for just drinking.
They ran out of it.
Yeah.
But the green room it's like heaven.
A magical place.
Heaven.
Because it's a meeting of like all the people that are supposed to be at the convention. Like, you'll find random like other guests that come in there and like...
Oh yeah, it's guests, it's voice actors, it's the Japanese guests.
You will walk in on weird stuff.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
Yeah, so I always feel like I have to, go between the panels that we're running and, going to check out the artist room. But we have to run back to the green room to see what's happening.
Just to see, like, what is going... Remember that one time they had a masseuse?
They had a masseuse?
But they just knew the masseuse. It wasn't like a luxury.
Yeah.
They knew the person.
Yeah.
And they were just in there giving like back rubs to people.
Yeah.
And like, I swear to God, I walked in and one of the voice actors had their shirt off, like this guy, and he was laying straight down and they were just like rubbing his back. And I was like, I'm just here for a drink. Like,
my favorite time was when there was a bucket of creamed corn. It was such good creamed corn.
That was the same convention.
Yeah.
That was the same convention. They had literally, it was one of those paint buckets.
Yeah.
It was like one of those
creamed corn.
It was one of those buckets that has on the side of like the danger and you see like a child falling in the bucket because it's the size of a child and it was creamed corn all the way down.
But to be honest, a lot of people ate that creamed corn, and it was from a restaurant.
No, it was
they just
mostly
got it
you.
in bulk. It was mostly me.
It was mostly
But
you.
it was amazing. So green rooms are a magical place, and if you don't see...
I think Chris Patton was the one that really judged you on that one.
Yeah. So if you don't see the guests out on the floor or in the panels, and they're not, just passed out in their hotel room, tired from traveling, they're probably in the green room.
Yeah, it is a wild place in there. And then on top of that, like the staff, like sometimes... It depends. Like, sometimes they'll just, like, order food that's, like, finger sandwiches and stuff. But, like, otherwise, they have an entire, like, kitchen going. Like, they're making food.
They have little crock pots.
Yeah, crock pots. Like, people, like, the smaller conventions, they'll have crock pots full of food, and they will, like, make you dinner.
Yeah.
And that disturbs me, because I'm, like... I couldn't even, like, figure out how to, like, warm up a bagel in my room, and they're doing this out of, like, a hotel room as well, but they've got, like, Jesus' Last Supper. Like, how they do it, I don't know.
I don't know. It's magic.